Hey there, Cheesemeisters, and welcome back to the Peach Pod After Dark. I'm Jeff, and that is a lucid, intelligent, well thought out objection. Overruled. And joining me on the other end of the internet, my host.
I'm Leslie, and my biological clock is ticking like this. And at the rate of this case is going, I ain't never getting married.
The stomping.
I know. I was like, I can't. I'm
Yeah.
not going to stand up and perform for you all.
Is that the best scene ever where two people have done the exact same stomp and both times it's awesome?
Yes.
I mean, it's a real small subset of movie populations, but his like huge, like just
It's
all of it is so good.
it's just a great example of everyone is listening to each other. Everyone is like going off of each other and building, and it's great. Like that's chemistry.
Mhm. It is. And it's also like it's an awesome argument because they're both right.
Yeah.
You know, like they both have really valid positions and you understand why they feel that way. He just happens to be slightly more right than she does in the moment because, murder trial. But
Maybe it was a bad time to bring it up. I love it.
yeah,
I love her. Everyone loves her
she's
in this.
she's fucking phenomenal. Um, okay, yeah, Cheesemeisters. This week we are talking about My Cousin Vinny, the 1992 Two Utes masterpiece, written by Dale Launer. Launer, I'm not sure. He also wrote Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, which I don't know if you've
Saw that.
seen, but is great. And directed by Jonathan Lynn. You know what he directed?
Oh, wait.
Dun dun
No.
dun 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 dun
Fletch?
dun dun dun. I
Just keep going.
I can't. It,
Oh,
it,
Clue!
yeah, come on, Jesus fuck. Well, I mean, maybe we'll take out the part where you didn't get it right away, but maybe not because it's scary. Like
No, you were doing it in a different listen, tone matters.
but
Like,
I'm incapable of that. Like
I'm
that was
just saying,
legitimately the best I could do.
absolutely, it is, Jeff, but I'm still gonna tell you and validate my own experience in that what plays on the movie is different than what the human voice can make happen.
Sure, but come on.
No, and it took me a minute. Like once I got over the tone and my ears were like, "Listen to the rhythm, bitch." I went, "Oh, you're right."
There it is. All right. So the lesson here is I'm great. That's what I'm taking from it. I don't
God.
know. Look, I've got to take something from it. This movie stars Joe Pesci as Vinny, Marissa Tomei as Mona Lisa Vito, Ralph Macchio as Bill, Mitchell Whitfield as Stan, Fred Gwynn as Judge Chamberlain Holler, Lane Smith as Jim Trotter III, Austin Pendleton as John Gibbons, the other attorney who stutters, and Bruce
Ugh.
McGill as Sheriff Farley. We are watching this in conjunction with season 5, episode 12, Rock of Ages, because of what a great lawyer Jesse was. And our spelling connection this week is Lane Smith, Jim Trotter, the prosecuting attorney. And he was in an episode of Heart to Heart. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So there you go. There's our spelling connection. About this movie, 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, 87% on the Popometer. This movie is well liked, and it is
Yes.
correct that it is well liked. It also, not for nothing, it won a little something called an Oscar. Ever heard of it?
Ooh.
Yeah, for Marissa Tomei for Best Supporting Actress, which is like comedies don't get awarded. They just
No.
don't. And the fact that she got one for this is amazing. And I'd have to look up what she was up against. I think it's one of those things where people are like, come on. Like, you couldn't have given it to Meryl Streep that year or something.
Oh, because she hasn't
Probably.
gotten enough?
I'm just saying probably. But like Marissa Tomei is so good in this. Like without I was gonna say without her, this movie doesn't work, and that's true. But um, this movie is so fucking good. It hums right along on all of the things that it's doing. Um,
Mhm.
and the her performance and his performance together at the center of it is everything.
Yeah.
Um, so, but also Fred Gwynn as the judge.
His facial expressions and yeah, and like you were just doing, his seated positioning and everything,
a-
like,
And it's the two fingers on the side of the face while she's testifying and he's enraptured.
yes.
You know,
Who
he's
wouldn't
just,
be?
of course, she's cute too, isn't she? Yes, very. Um, yeah, I mean, he's Fred Gwynn is so good in this. Do you know who Fred Gwynn is prior to this?
I mean, I should, but I can't recall.
Okay. So this is one of the things I think is super fascinating about Fred Gwynn in this role. Um, Fred Gwynn was Herman Munster in the show The Munster.
Oh,
Yeah. So for his entire life, because this was like the last thing he did before he died. He died kind of young.
yeah.
Um, but uh, for his whole life, he was most famous as Herman Munster. Like, it's
Mm,
not even close. That's his defining role. But now, 34 years later, I think posthumously, he's way more famous for playing the judge in My Cousin Vinny.
yeah,
And that's really interesting as a thing that happens in a person's career. Like,
yeah.
and it's not like he was like well known as Herman Munster, and then after he died, we found out he was a goat fucker or something. And then it's like Fred Gwynn, the goat fucker. Like it's not like that. It's not like his reputation
Yeah,
was ruined by some scandal. It was just that the life of this movie that he's in um is far longer. It has a much longer tail than it turns out that the Munsters did.
I was just thinking because I probably funnily enough, I saw the Munsters more than I ever saw the Addams Family, but I would
Mm,
only see the Munsters on family vacations because it would be on in the
mm.
hotel.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it was one of those like Nick at Night shows. Um,
Yeah.
so I saw my share of Munsters and Adam's Family and stuff like that on Nick at Night. I can't remember if I'm sure that the Munsters got at some point in my childhood that like 7 o'clock syndicated time slot on what would have been like the fourth channel, like the one you had to turn the UHF dial to get to.
Yeah.
Um, like then that time slot was like in the late 80s, that was like a Cheers time slot,
Oh, okay.
where you get Cheers reruns and stuff like that. It's not, I don't think it wouldn't have been in the after school, Little House on the Prairie, Different Strokes, Facts of Life time slot. It wouldn't have been there or in the dinner time mashes on time slot. Um, that's how syndicated TV used to work, you guys. It's just there
I
was those
was
kind of shows.
you you took me back. You transported me with that talk. I was just like,
Yeah, I mean,
I don't remember what time things were on. I could tell you like TGIF lineup maybe.
sure.
I could tell you what was more of like Nick at Night in the summertime because that's when I
Okay.
finally got to watch more of it. But
Mhm.
wow, yeah, as far as time slots, I don't have as strong a reading or remembrance of that as you do.
Yeah. I mean, this like there were just after school syndication things that we would watch.
Yeah.
And there were only a few of those kind of shows that would be in that space. And then dad gets home and like we weren't going to watch the news during dinner because,
Oh my
um,
god, wait, that's so healthy. That explains so much about you already.
I mean, sometimes the local news and stuff would be on, but I can't fucking take the local news. It's
I mean, I can't
every,
either,
s-
but some other people can when I'm
uh,
home.
every city you're in, the local news is the same. And this goes so far beyond the fact that like 80% of them are owned by the same fucking corporate parent at this point. It's just that, like, the first 15 to 20 minutes is who got killed where last night. Like, that's all it is. And then there's like a little bit of local politics, like the mayor tried to do a thing or the town council did something or whatever. Again, it doesn't matter where you live. This is what it is. Then you get like 5 minutes of sports, 5 minutes of weather, and like 2 minutes of cute puppies if there's time. Like some kind of feel good something. That's every local news broadcast unless there's snow. And then it's 85% snow, 15% who got killed last night and where.
Oh, good grief. But you're right. And we talked about this on Nightcrawler.
Oh, well, yeah, it's been a minute since we did that too. Um, but so why watch it? That's my point. Like,
Listen,
it's
I
all you're gonna
hear
get.
you. I hear you. I should probably save that clip and play it for my parents next time we go home because I don't think they'll listen to me like they'll listen to you.
My mom, I tell my mom this all the time because she likes watching local news, and I'm like, why is this important to you? Like, you,
Oh,
why do
great.
you
So it's
need to
not just
know
my
that this?
parents.
No, it's parents. I think I don't know.
Like you all saw it at noon. Not much has changed in this town from noon
That's true.
until until 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Except Gary Rodemeyer is a little older.
Oh, shouts to Gary Rodemeyer. Um, I suppose
Jay
local
is
news
is
call.
Jay even still on? I don't know.
Uh, yeah, I've lost track. Um, but so we would watch MASH was my point. Like that's what would be on then.
That's
Um,
slightly happier than the news.
slightly, unless you put the lyrics to the
It's
theme song, and then it's a problem.
it's a lot more fun than the news.
Yeah, definitely funnier for sure. Um,
Yeah,
it like
sometimes.
78% more Alan Alda too. So our local
When
news
is
was heavy with
Alan
Alan
Alda?
Alda stories. Just heavy.
Wow.
It was like fourth block. It was all Alan Alda stories.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
and it's time for the Alan Alda corner. This is what the nicest fella in Hollywood's up to this week. Um,
Oh,
you know what? Like that's such a stupid digression, but it is one of the things that I think that I want to talk about this movie. You've only seen it a couple of times, yeah? Like this was like number
yeah.
2? Okay.
Yes.
Um, how do you feel about it?
I liked it so much more. Like, and I was talking to Walter about it too.
Mhm. Yes.
And he felt similarly. He didn't watch it with me this time. Oh, weird schedules. But we
Yeah.
both agreed that when we tried watching it as teenagers, it just didn't grab us. We didn't
Mhm.
care. And I was a lot more invested this time around. I was
Hmm.
quite a bit more stressed. Um, I
Did
mean,
you
I still had
remember
it.
how it ended?
No.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. So, was that a surprise to you that she ended up on the witness stand at the end? We're gonna spoil
Oh,
My Cousin Vinny
I
Cheesemeisters.
I should clarify. I listen, I remembered all of her stuff. Like I remembered her monologue about her biological clock and
Yep.
and then also about the differences between cars and all of that and I made the
Sure.
joke like
Yeah.
that's really why she won the Oscar because a woman talking about cars is
I mean,
amazing, isn't it?
that's why she won the Oscar, but it's not the woman talking about cars thing.
No, no,
It's
no.
it
It's a bad joke, but I feel it sometimes.
No, I get it. I get it. And I mean, then that's certainly obviously like, what does this pretty girl know about cars? Like, of course, that's like the undertone
Yeah.
of what's happening there. But like the reason that she, I think, wins the Oscar for that scene is because that scene steals the whole fucking movie.
No,
Like, it,
absolutely.
yeah, in a movie filled with awesome, funny dialogue and back and forth and quotes, and it's like, and it zips along once it gets in the courtroom. Like for all of that stuff, it's they were like it's her on the witness stand at the end. You think I'm hostile now? Wait till you see me later.
Yeah.
It's the whole that performance brings the movie home so well.
Yeah, that's why it's a half-hearted joke and it wouldn't work
Right.
anyway because it does I mean, all of her she's scene stealing, you know?
Mhm.
And in the best
Yeah.
possible way. Like,
Yeah.
she makes this movie what it is.
She does. Yeah. And, um, this movie, um there's 2 things about this movie. One, the reason that I have seen it so many times is that this movie is the perfect TBS 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon movie, and it used to be on all of the time.
Yeah.
So, like, it just like The Jerk for me, my vast experience with this movie is the edited for TV version without the curse words. Um, I've seen it a bunch, like this, but, I've seen it so many times without the curse words, and so that means I've seen it a number of times without the entire pool hall guy owes $200
Y
subplot, like, that just gets edited out on TV,
I
it's weird.
saw. Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
weird.
It's roast,
There's
but you
no
don't miss
reason.
it when it's not. Yeah, but you don't miss it when it's not there, even though those scenes are awesome, like that, and it actually is really, really good character development, in those scenes, because you get to see what a good lawyer Vinny is, and, like,
Yeah.
how well he argues with somebody, and because you need more than the "he busted that magician" story to, like,
Mm.
believe that he's good at this. You get to actually see it. Um But it's the it's that syndication time slot, 2 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon replay. Like, you're just sitting there, you turn the TV on, it's on, and you're in till the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
And it's because of that syndication life that this movie, gained the following that it has, and why Fred Gwynn is this judge and not Herman Munster in the eyes of anyone younger than me.
Yeah.
And I'm too young to have watched The Munsters. I mean, that show was on in the early '60s. I wasn't born.
Yeah.
I saw that in the '80s when I was, when I was 10 or whatever. Um, but it just has it's the perfect movie for that circumstance. Um,
Yeah.
do you have any movies like that? Because I don't think that's a thing anymore. Like, people don't sit down on a Tuesday and flick the channels because it's all the apps and the stuff. Um,
I mean, if I saw Little Miss Sunshine was on,
ah,
absolutely, I'm sticking that
okay,
out.
nice.
You've Got Mail,
Oh,
totally gonna stick
interesting.
that
Okay.
out. Um, I'm sure I have a few. I'm trying to think of what I don't know, like, what I would see on TBS a lot and stick around for. Yeah, I'm gonna stick I'm sure there are many others because I love a good comfort film, but, uh, Little Miss Sunshine could totally grab me for the next
Yeah.
2 hours.
I'll tell you 2 more, 3 more. I got 3 more that
Okay.
100%, if they're on, I'm gonna finish them. Uh, and we've done all 3 of them, on the After Dark. The
Mm.
first is Dazed and Confused.
Oh,
If that's on and I
yeah.
catch it, I'm in. I'm in all the way to the end every time. Um, Oh, you know what? Only 2 of the 3. We've just talked about doing the 3rd one. The second one is All the President's Men.
Oh, wow, really?
It I get sucked right in.
I mean,
Yeah.
so I guess my only reason for questioning is because, like, I have movies that pop up, like, yes, I love Almost Famous. I need to be in the mood to feel things.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You
I get
know?
that.
Like, there
Yeah.
yeah.
All the President's Men is just such a click, 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 and it's that thing just fucking runs, and I'm in. Like, okay, I'll watch this. And the last one is A Few Good Men, every time.
I thought of 2 others as well, and we've also
Oh,
done
good.
them, which honestly, thinking about stuff we've done helped narrowed it down.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Clue, I'm in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in. And then I think we all know if people aren't already screaming it. Newsies!
Oh god, fuck yeah, Newsies, yeah.
I fucking love Newsies. You're
I
goddamn
thought you
right.
were
I'm
gonna
gonna make
say
sure. Go
I
ahead.
thought you were gonna say the bathroom scene in Color of Money.
No. One,
If
I
that's
need to make
on,
sure I'm in a private place.
yeah, you're gonna watch that to completion. On a loop. Um, but yeah, so this is that TBS movie. It's the top of the pops for me. And like because of that, it also I've never I just thought of this term today. But it applies to many things we've done on the After Dark. For me, it applies to Airplane and The Jerk and Fletch and Clue and the Muppet Movie and the Great Muppet
Oh.
Caper. Um, uh, this is a Napoleon Dynamite, which we just did last week. This is a lexicon movie.
Mm.
This is a movie that adds terms to my lexicon. I reference this movie in context without explaining it all of the time because there are pieces of dialogue that so perfectly express the mood that I'm having when I'm saying it that you don't even need to like I don't I wrote down a bunch off the top of my head of things that are part of my lexicon now because of this movie. Um The first one, I asked someone who was taking the bar, I said, "Can you please?" Oh, actually, it was just a final. It was like a 1-year law school final. I said, "Can you please write in your blue book, it's called disclosure, you dickhead."
My God.
I don't think she did it. But goddamn, she should have. Um, Dead on balls accurate, I use constantly. Constantly for anything that's even a little bit correct, dead on balls accurate. It's an industry
Wow.
term. Famous for your mud. How's your Chinese food?
Yeah.
Anytime mud comes up, almost anytime. Um, the whole store had the flu.
Yeah.
Use that all anytime I am blocked from a task by a ridiculous circumstance, the whole store had the flu. Um, you was serious about that? I say that all the time. Um, and only Mrs. Riley. Remember when he goes to the back of the courtroom and he's like,
Oh,
"How many
yes.
fingers am I holding up?" And the judge is like, "Let the record show." He's holding up. He goes, "Judge,
Yeah, no, that was great.
Mrs. Riley, and only Mrs. Riley." Use that all the time. Do the laws of physics cease to exist on your stove?
Oh,
Constant, constant. Are these magic grits? Say that all the time. Um,
amazing.
yeah. Oh yeah, you blend. All the time use that. I use it. Laura uses these as much as I do. Um,
Wow.
yeah, not all of them, but like, oh yeah, you blend and how's your Chinese food? Constantly. Whole store had the flu. Yeah, no, this is shorthand in our house for sure. Um, the defense is wrong.
Yeah.
Use it all the time. And it's
The
because of the way
defense
she
is
says it.
wrong.
Wrong. Um, I wore this ridiculous thing for you.
Yeah.
Constantly. And Laura, this is probably her favorite of all of them. Uh, you're a smooth talker. You are. You are. So yeah, this is one of those movies I've seen it a million times, but it has added to my lexicon. I talk in Vinny a lot,
Oh
and I
my
fucking love it.
God. Why
Yeah,
didn't you do that more when you visited?
I don't know. It just never came up, I suppose. I don't force it. It's organic. It's
No,
not,
that's smart. That's smart. But I'm just saying, it would have been real interesting to be out with you and hear you drop into a Vinny voice and see what happens.
oh, you know what? Here's the thing. Um, I don't do a Vinny voice. I do a Mona Lisa Vito voice.
Well, of course.
Like because her accent is so strong and it's a little bit over the top, but it's also so much of the reason that her lines are funny
Well,
is
yeah.
like, it's because it comes out with that accent. Like she always she always twists with maximum allowable torquage.
Yeah.
you know, and like, how can you be so sure? All the time in this house. Um, I could just keep fucking talking, but tell me something about this movie that you want to talk about. That's not intimacy. We don't have to do that yet.
Oh my god. I mean, I don't even know what would be worth me saying about it. I mean, I watched it. I think I told you this, but like I was doing a show in high school where we all had to learn a New York dialect. You
Uh huh.
know, again for reference, we're Southern Indiana kids. None of us have ever been to New York,
Right.
or even seen a lot of things. Like at a certain point, movies lost the New York accent, just like people here have lost the New
Hmm.
York accent, unless you go to various parts. I don't know. Um, Sometimes if I'm talking to the right person, then it'll come out of me, just because that happens.
Mm. Yeah, for
Um,
sure. The
but
Minnesota
yeah,
accent does that to me. If I'm talking to somebody from Minnesota, oh yeah, you betcha, sure. Oh yeah.
I'm really glad
Oh,
to hear I'm not the
geez.
only one who does that, because like
I
I
can't help it.
I get nervous that they're gonna think I'm making fun of them, but
Right.
it just my mouth just evolves because it's like, "Oh, yay, fun new accent, let's do it."
Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Was that Lavoine? Were you just doing Lavoine
A little bit
with
of
the honey
Lavoine,
pie?
I don't know. I was just
With the
playing
honey
around.
pie? Yeah.
We got all
Honey,
the pies,
but
honey
not
pie,
pizza
blueberry,
pie.
blackberry. Yeah,
If you want pizza pie, go talk to Vito. Tell him Lavoine sent you.
I think my New York leans into Lavoine, which of course is wrong. But,
But also
it's
correct.
fine. Anyway,
If you watch
yeah,
this movie more, it'll become this.
uh,
Oh yeah,
good.
you blend.
Oh yeah, you blend.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed just how much of a rift there was between the New Yorkers and the Alabamans. You
Yeah.
know, like the South was acting all like, "No, you will follow protocol. This isn't gonna
Hmm.
be your New York ways." Like, what do you think? Why do you think New York is just dicking around like it's the West or something? Like,
Yeah. I
it's
well, it
wild how
is.
they treat the New Yorkers.
I think it's really like that's part of why this movie works so well. Because it's doing sort of three things at once, right? Like it's a courtroom drama, it's a rom-com, and it's a fish out of water comedy. And all three of those pieces work really, really well together. And part of the fish out of water stuff that works so well is that no one is presented like an asshole. No one's being and no one is being a dick to anyone else. Like there's differences and the judge has expectations in the courtroom, but Vinny's not trying to be a problem. He's just like he doesn't understand the rules. He's inexperienced. He's fucking this up. He feels bad about it, like really bad about it. But you were serious about that? Like
Yeah.
he didn't even know. What I
The
say?
two Utes, the two what?
Right.
What?
Yeah.
What I say?
What I say?
What was that word you used? What word?
The
Like,
two youths.
yeah. I know. I use the word youths, and now I'm thinking of saying Utes.
Youths. Yeah, you gotta say youths. The two
Utes these days.
the the
You
two
know,
what?
speaking of no one really like meaning any harm to other people, I feel like this is probably because of like when in time I'm watching this and things we are more aware of now. But I was really alarmed that the police don't face repercussions at all for using things these boys said taken out of context.
Well, I mean, sure. But if you think that that's not happening all of the time, like
I know,
congratulations, you played
Jeff.
yourself.
I
Like
know,
that's
Jeff, but like it just seemed again, it's not the kind of movie they were going for. That's
mhm,
very clear. And that's fine. You could get away with that more easily in the 90s. I don't think you can get away with that today because audiences demand more and granted, I don't need all of my art to reflect reality. That's pretty fucking bleak. But like
right.
I don't know, I think there are just some things that are out there now that we know about that we can't ignore. And so, like,
Yeah, I guess. I think it's one it's he misrepresents one thing that he said.
it's a
And it's
pretty
just
damning
that
thing.
it is, sure. But, he also thought he, had all these other witnesses lined up. Like, I never got the feeling that the sheriff or Trotter were trying to railroad them. They thought they had the right guys, you know, and they got a bunch of
I
circumstantial evidence and they're going to make their case. Um,
I guess it's just it's all so scary, and, like, how
sure.
easily things can just fall into place like that.
Yeah. And if you don't have to happen to have a 1963 Pontiac Tempest in your back pocket, things can get a little rough for you.
Well, and, like, they did the thing for comedic and dramatic purposes, but I feel like they only meant them ever comedic, but it stressed me out. They did the thing that comedies do of, like, one person is talking about this thing and assumes the other person knows what they're talking about.
Sure. Yeah. That's a
And
standard
yeah, it is.
rom-com deal.
No, I know, and, like, it is funny at times, but then in the case where, like, the sheriff thinks he's getting a murder confession, and then Macho's like, "I shot the clerk.
Right.
I shot the clerk." It's like, "Oh my god, stop talking."
Yeah. Well, that's what yeah, obviously. Like, shut up. Like, Daniel's son, shut up. You should know better. Miyagi should have taught you to keep your mouth shut, son. Um,
Whoops.
yeah. It's but like n- there this movie would be bad if Joe Pesci came to town and was a real dick to everybody. And all of the Southerners were presented like Cletus the slack-jawed yokel. Like, it wouldn't have worked because he's not likable in that circumstance because he's just going around being a smug asshole to everybody. And he also doesn't have like that's just him having to beat up on morons, not him having to learn something and overcome obstacles and, you know, and so and the fact that he is learning about the people that he's with and like asking questions and having conversations like it, it informs the plot,
Yeah,
like the grit conversation when they ordered breakfast from the menu.
yeah,
Breakfast, just 3 items on the menu.
yeah.
$1.99 for that breakfast, by the way. It's a good deal.
Good god. And
I
they were
know.
given a
um
feast.
I know. How you feel about grits? Are you a grits person?
I haven't tried them enough to have a strong opinion on it. I've only tried grits from Waffle House, and that's not fair to grits.
Probably not.
Um, I think
It's
they were
fair to waffles.
fine. Um, I don't know, but I would totally try them again.
Hmm. I'm a cheese grits guy. If I'm having grits, I'm a cheese grits guy.
From what I understand, they should only be savory, and I'm not gonna argue with people who know.
Yeah, I mean,
I know
I'm
some
not
do them
like a
sweet, but I've heard that's wrong.
I'm not a grits expert. I've only had it at like restaurants that happened to. There was a I don't even know if it's still here. There was a restaurant in Chicago called Wishbone. And it was like,
Yeah! I
oh
went with
yeah,
you.
we took everybody there. Like anyone who would come to town, we would take to Wishbone because it was Southern comfort food.
Yeah.
And all of it, and the breakfasts were great, the dinners were great. I think it ended up closing, or one of the locations anyway. I don't know if the one near Harpo is still there, but um, so I would have grits there with some regularity. But every time I did, I thought of two things. I thought of the magical grits, and I thought of Rizzo from Muppet Take Manhattan. How many grits? I don't
Nice.
know. Count on yourself. Um, I know it's get grits jokes.
I mean, I
Um,
like polenta, I like cornbread, I imagine I would like grits as well.
I like there's nothing compared to cornbread. Cornbread's so fucking yummy. But grits are good. But he talks to the townspeople, and
Yes.
he develops this relationship with the judge that is like adversarial, and the judge is like demanding of him. So he wants to rise to the level to like not get in trouble with the judge. But also like he has they have a rapport by the end, the and only Mrs. Riley, like the judge is like irritated at him for like calling him out like that, but he's also like, I
Yeah.
earned that one. Like, yep. Oh, and he's like, "Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't realize I did that." Um, but like, and then, the shakes his hand at the very end, and the Jerry Callow and Jerry Gallo and all that stuff. Like, and he develops a relationship with Trotter. So it's like, and the sheriff to a lesser extent, to the point where he can go over to him and say, "Can you please go run this down for me?" And the guy
Yeah.
does it because he's like, "Oh, okay, you're a decent person, not um, you're not trying to fuck us over here."
Yeah.
But if the movie was more adversarial in that way, if it was more of a barbed culture clash than just a gentle culture clash, I don't think it's as fun.
No, it wouldn't be. So, I understand why they did what they did. I just,
Mhm.
you know, I'm
Yeah.
pointing out what a million bots would yell about.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Um,
But I'm
I
human and
also
I'm nice about it.
There you go. I also think, like, I was talking a little bit about it, but I think he's super easy to root for.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio doesn't have much to do in this movie.
Nope.
Like, he's like, you don't want uh Bill and Stan to get off because you care about them. Like, they're innocent because you saw it. But you want them to get off because it means that Vinny did it. Vinny's who you're rooting for.
Yeah.
And by association, Mona Lisa. Um, but he's not an asshole to the people in town, but he immediately stands up for his girlfriend when this guy tries to take her for $200, but he does it not in a bully way. He does it in a like, I will kick your ass, but also I'm going to argue you down and make you look stupid while I do it. And that's funny because this guy's a
Yeah.
fucking bully and he's a welcher on bets. And you don't like this guy,
Yeah.
you can tell. Um, but he has a lot to learn and he knows it. And that is an endearing character trait.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I want to root for this guy because he sees his flaws. He sees his where he's failing and he wants to do better. And you can see that he feels this pressure. And every now and again, that pressure builds up and he explodes.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, brings it back, get so you're watching like a real guy struggle, learn, and grow.
Yeah.
And be good at his job in a way that like he doesn't even know that he can. He
Yeah.
thinks he can. But and that he wants to do this by himself but can't. And
Yeah.
when he needs help, he accepts it. And that's
Finally.
yeah, but he's accepting help all along. Like little things like she got him the suit, she got it dry cleaned, that didn't work out very well.
You lent me the
But
camera.
that's right, the camera ended up winning the case,
Yeah.
you know? Like, without the camera, he doesn't have the picture of the dirty window behind the filthy screen, behind the trees and the bushes with the leaves. Um,
Yeah.
and then the big picture at the end with the, pause attraction.
Yeah.
They were.
They were.
They were. Um, so I love all of those things about him as a character, and it gives you like, when she gets up on the stand and the defense is wrong, you're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what is it?"
It's a bullshit question.
Yeah, but you get so excited, like, because you're like, "He's gonna do it because of her,
Yeah.
because she did all this stuff, and he needs how smart she is, and she's shown as being capable and, like, not willing to take any shit, but also to be like, maybe it was a bad time."
Maybe it was a
Um,
bad time.
yeah. Um, would you care what kind of pants the son of a bitch who shot you was wearing?
Yeah. Supposing you're
I
a
mean,
deer and you're going with your little deer lips licking the water.
it's right. Bam! Um, yeah, she's like, she's smart. She's clearly could be a lawyer if she wanted to. Like, she's really good at arguing. Cute as a button. Um,
Yep.
and like, she's just fucking like, you want her to get what she wants just as much as him.
Yeah.
And so you get this whole fucking thing to root for, and it's zipping right along with the like all of the courtroom interactions are funny. And the uh like just the grits guy and the filthy guy and Mrs. Riley. Um, like all of it. It's just great. I don't know. I fucking love it.
I guess I need another lens.
That's right, an old lady. Um, I also like how nothing is wasted in this movie.
Yeah.
Like they have from the beginning, and then they have it again with the maximum allowable torquage, and then in the final scene, they have the "Are you sure? How can you be so sure? I'm positive." Like,
Yeah.
they have that relationship. They do that basic back and forth like 3 times in the movie, so that when it lands at the end, you're like, "Oh, they're just playing now." Like,
Yeah.
this is how they go back and forth with each other. The dynamic is no longer hostile on the witness stand. It's playful because she's like, "Oh, we fucking got him now." Um, and then, the grits conversation comes back. Um, how like in the first scene with her, she's established as someone who knows a lot about cars,
Yeah.
like with the mud in the tire and all of that. And then it pays off at the end. Um, all of the arguments she has showing how capable she is and how smart she is and can hold her own and all of that stuff. Um, and then his Judge Malloy backstory, where he just gives his backstory, like,
Yeah.
because it gives you the character beat of like, oh, this guy's been like this underdog guy his whole life. And so he's a good one to root for. And then it turns out at the end that judge is the one who she calls. It's like it's all it none of the pieces are wasted in this movie. Again, you can get rid of the guy who's with the $200 if you need to, like TV did, but it's still like it still adds,
Yeah.
you know? I don't know. I like it. Um quite a bit. Adventures in Intimacy?
Yeah. Uh there's really not a lot here that we haven't already discussed before.
Mhm.
We have a we have a long-term relationship at the center of this. So like
Mhm.
it's not that nothing is hot and steamy, like this these 2 are definitely hot for each other, but it's like
Mhm.
they're very comfortable with each other. Nothing is a
Mm.
surprise. Nothing is uh shocking, you know?
Mhm.
And like it's almost so comfortable that you don't even like if you weren't watching for it, you wouldn't notice. But she in the first hotel, I think positions herself between his legs, like sits down with him, and
Mhm.
it's just like rubbing his knee, like just doing comfy things, connecting with a person without like trying to do more.
Yeah.
Um I like there was this moment where they like both, meet each other face to face on the bed. They're like both kneeling on the bed and just pause there a
Mhm.
minute. And then there's a kiss and, kind of a fall away. They're snuggled in the back seat,
Mhm.
very sweet. Honestly, the stuff that wasn't like romantic felt romantic to me. Like the thing, the
Mhm.
the the one in the bedroom that we just discussed them falling away was fine. Like I'm glad to see they're having fun on what is going to be a very stressful trip for him.
Yeah. Yeah. No
For both of
kidding.
them. Like,
Yeah.
I'm glad they're still fucking, Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It probably eases the tension a little bit for everyone to see them still having a good time, but not making it the center.
Yeah. Yeah.
I I love whenever there was this flirtation happening between them when she's on the stand and he's questioning like, once she's forgiven him and when she realizes like, "Oh, you're letting me help you now and I can help you," like, it's great, and I forget what he says, but the way he just looks back at her is he's starting the flirtation, and it's adorable, and it ends
Yeah.
with, him kissing both of her hands, and it's really sweet.
Mhm.
I love their relationship. They have such good rapport,
Yeah.
the 2 actors with each other. Nothing's forced. They like, they seemed so natural together.
Uh-huh.
Um, some things outside the the main relationship, I don't know that you would need an IC for this, but it could be fun to have one on hand just to, like, oversee. But, like, the conversation when Vinny shows up to the jail cell and is like, "Look, you're gonna get fucked either way." And the
Right.
kid
Yeah,
keeps going
yeah.
like, "I don't wanna talk about this." Like, the way he keeps positioning himself, like, his ass to the wall, like, "Nope, nope, you're
Yep.
gonna leave me alone."
I don't wanna jerk you off.
Yeah. Um, he was really Vinny, like, puts his hand out and he, like, yanks his shoulder away, like, "No, please don't touch me."
Yeah.
It's the first time I noticed how, how physically afraid men suddenly get when they're in jail. Like,
Oh, sure.
that actor showed it really well, but I imagine I have no idea. I can only guess. Again, from, like, years of bad jokes and
Right.
movies, that's all I'm going on. But I as I was watching him and how he was behaving, I went, "Oh, yeah, I guess that would be the first and only time men suddenly feel like, 'Oh, my body is not my own.
Yeah.
My
Mhm.
body is at risk.'"
Yeah.
Um, Last little bit of intimacy that I really liked, and this kind of falls into the, under I've got the New Yorker in me, ready to go. Um, I'm
Oh,
gonna say
yeah. You
cultural
blend.
intimacy. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Italians are very, at least again, and how it's been posed to me in movies and living here in New York, they will let you know they are very proud that they are Italian. And why not?
Mhm.
That's some amazing food. And clearly, like, family is a big part of their background.
Mhm.
I think many other backgrounds, but like when
Mhm.
Vinny and Ralph Macchio hug each other at the end, like it felt like they were really family. There was like
Yeah.
a cheek kiss, and like really hugging each other. Everyone
Mhm.
seemed really comfortable with each other in
Mhm.
this cast. It was nice
Yeah.
to see.
Mhm. Yeah. This is, I don't know. I love this. Like, it's just for me, it just works on every little thing it's doing, and it makes me laugh a lot, you know?
Yeah.
Um, any other intimacies?
No, I don't think so.
Alrighty. Um, well, let's try to shoot that little barn owl, out here in the middle of Needle Drop Forest.
Wow.
Um, I know. Um, There's such a piercing noise for that tiny little bird.
I mean,
Um,
don't they have something called a screech owl?
they do. Those I think screech owls are bigger. I'm not sure what
Oh,
kind of owl that was, but it was, fucking loud. Um, oh, we
barn
talked
owl.
about this. This isn't the I mean, this is it's sound related. Um, the idea of the sounds you're used to and the sounds that you find, um, distracting. Like,
Yes.
Vinny is from a city. So, like, he's not used to the factory whistle going off or the train going by his house. Although, um,
I
you
have a
know,
hard time with the train one.
I do too. Um,
But
but
there is definitely a difference, because I mean, I remember even growing up, the train that would come by my parents' house was docile compared to the train that went by my grandmother's house. Oh my
yeah.
god. Oh, worst, like, screeches I've ever heard.
Well, also depending on the city you're in, and like you live here, like I have lived a block from the L, you know,
Mm,
so like you hear that sometimes, but it's not. you get used to that noise because it's a city noise, and I live in a city, and we don't like it's our neighborhood's really quiet. Like, but your sirens and stuff as you roll over. But I'll tell you, like if I hear a clunk in my house that is different from the clunks I'm used to, I'm gonna be awake trying to
Yeah.
figure out what that clunk was. It's like, is that was that a is that a person? Is Liam out of bed? Like, is that the something going wrong with the water heater? Like, you're used
Yeah.
to the sounds you're used to, and you know exactly what they are because it always comes from over there. You know,
Yeah.
like even in the middle of the night, you hear that, and you're like, oh, that sound is that because it's over there. Um, but like, if I stayed in the woods, I would be um I would be alerted by sounds of animals, you know? If it was raining, I would be great. I'd be so asleep.
Oh my
It'd be the
god, it'd be
fucking best.
amazing.
They
Yeah.
and that they could have stayed, I think, in the cabin if they knew it was gonna rain, because you can't hear that owl in that downpour, and boy, they would have slept so good. Um,
Right.
but, you know, when you're
I'm a
when you're not
sucker.
used to those sounds.
Yeah. I'm a sucker for the sound of crickets.
Okay,
Like, out where my parents live in the summertime, it's an orchestra of crickets and frogs, and
sure.
it's amazing how loud it can get, and so, since moving to New York, we inherited this from the tenant we took over for in Astoria, but she had a sound machine,
Mhm.
and we only started using it because some of the nighttime noise would alarm Ember back when she could
Oh,
hear better.
there you go.
So we started using a sound machine, and I
Mm.
mean, I'm kind of at the point where the only time I'm okay not using it is once I'm at my parents' and I realize, "Oh shit, it's really quiet. Okay, I can adjust."
Yeah, 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 you get your crickets and toads and whatnot.
Well,
I
and I
get
mean,
it.
sadly, we don't hear that in the basement. Um, I might hear
Yeah,
my father's gate when, to wake up in the morning, but
right, right. Yeah. Yeah, it's, w w one I don't know, people do lots of stuff, but w I would not have felt comfortable with a sound machine when I had a baby,
well, of course not.
but people do. People fucking don't wanna
I
hear their
mean,
kids make noise at night, you know?
I could totally believe that someone would wake up, like, knowing the difference, but, like,
Uh-huh.
also I would yeah, I wouldn't be able to have a sound machine on either.
Yeah, 'cause I heard everything. I heard when he was little, like, I don't know, and this is hey, anyone who's getting ready to have their first kid, I don't know, either don't do or do what my wife did, and that's, teach your kid your spouse's name first. Laura wanted him to say dad first so that in the middle of the night when he woke up, that's who he would call for.
Brilliant. Go
It's super
Laura.
smart. It's super smart. It's devious as fuck. Um,
Oh, I
and
love
it
her.
and it worked. I mean, Dad, I'm coming. Jesus.
I
Yeah.
have some friends, oh my gosh, they're a month away from their firstborn arriving. I will have to share this with them.
Yeah, give that to one of them. Yeah, it's funny. Then there is over the closing credits a song that tells the story of the movie.
Oh,
Um,
your favorite.
yep, yeah, it's one of those like he was an attorney from up in New York and he came on down to town,
I
whatever.
totally didn't
Um,
listen.
yeah. She was a sassy and she was a flashy and she was going around. I'm making up those words, but it's like, it was like a he's like this and she's like that and they're in town and here we go. Um and it's a song called Way Down South is written by Edgar Winter, who you might know as Come On and Take a Free Ride.
Oh, yeah.
That's Edgar Winter Group. But it's performed by the Fabulous Thunderbirds. who in the mid 80s had a hit song called Tough Enough. Ain't that tough enough? I'd be
Oh,
surprised if you
yeah.
hadn't heard that song. Um, that is a very much you heard it on the radio in Southern Indiana kind of song. It just is. Tough Enough by the Fabulous Thunderbirds was on the radio. You heard it.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Um, what else time? Is this anyone's defining role?
Marissa Tomei. That
It's
or
yeah,
Aunt May
probably.
now. Like, I know she's in the Marvel universe,
Mhm.
but it's really this or Aunt May.
I I think it's
Hot
this
May.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh my
Um,
god.
as previously discussed, it might be Fred Gwynne's. If you're younger than 50, it's Fred Gwynne's. He's still Herman Munster to me. Um, but yeah.
Joe Pesci, I think Home
It's up
Alone,
there.
it's
Oh,
definitely up there. I think Home Alone probably it's
ah,
definitely top 3. I haven't seen was he in Goodfellas? Or
mhm.
okay, yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I know that's
Yeah,
a big deal.
that's a big one.
Um,
It's Goodfellas or this probably. Um,
okay.
for most people. I mean, like because I think that people obviously know he's in Home Alone, but he's like the fourth person you think of when you think of Home Alone.
Well,
You
and
know what
as
I
I was
mean? So it's
watching
easy to
this
kind of forget he's there.
true, but, like, as I was watching this, I thought, "Oh, I really need to watch him in other shit." Like, he's good. He's not just like, obviously, he's good in Home Alone, but he gets to stretch here.
Mhm.
He's not just getting beaten up the whole time and making funny faces, like,
Yeah.
he's really
Yeah.
good in this.
He is. He's great in this. He's fantastic in Goodfellas. He's really, really good in Raging Bull. Um, he is amazing as Leo Getz in the Lethal Weapon movies.
Okay.
Okay, 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 okay. What Leo Getz, whatever you want, Leo Getz. Um, yeah, he's
Whatever
just
Mona wants,
yeah,
Leo gets.
Leo Getz. And he's so over the top, and he's like this energy bomb in in like the first Lethal Weapon movie establishes this like this buddy cop, like the by the books guy and the haywire guy and the young guy and the I'm too old for this shit guy, and like they've got a partnership. And then in the second movie, they just drop Joe Pesci's energy into the middle of it, and it's like
Oh my god.
I didn't know we needed this, but holy shit, did we need this? Um, so he's also fantastic in that, although that's hard to watch because Mel Gibson's horrible
Yeah,
as
I didn't wanna say I wasn't gonna watch
a
it, but you
human.
you brought it up for me.
Yeah, it's real. I would love to recommend Lethal Weapon to people because like the first two movies are so fucking good,
Yeah.
but it's real hard to get over that Mel Gibson stuff. Um,
Yeah, I'm okay,
yeah.
and I'm not saying I'm above watching things with horrible people in it, I just when I can say no, it feels so good, and I'm gonna
Mhm.
say no.
Well, and as previously discussed, we all draw our lines, and wherever you draw your line is fine
Exactly.
with me. I'm not going to tell you
Absolutely.
your line is more or less wrong than my line is, but it is hard for me to do the Mel Gibson thing. Um,
Like,
you know,
which is why, like, I'm never gonna make someone feel bad for something they still watch because of whatever horrible person is now attributed to that fandom.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
if it still brings you joy, but there's a little bit of pain with that now, I
Mhm.
hear you and I see you.
Yeah.
Like,
And, maybe that's like the salt on top of the chocolate caramel, you know?
yeah,
Like that little bit of suffering, like, it changes it a little bit. And not necessarily for the worse. But, again, draw your own lines. It's hard for me to
yeah,
watch him. It's hard for me to watch the Cosby show. Um, but there are other terrible people that I can watch their stuff. I don't know. Still like Michael
yeah,
Jackson music,
yeah.
you know?
I still like the
Um,
Harry Potter books.
yeah.
Hate
I
the
mean, and we
writer,
watched
but I still love the
we
books.
Yeah, we watched, which fucking Polanski movie did we watch? Um,
Wait, what?
Roman Polanski.
Oh. Oh,
We watched one of his
Frantic.
movies. Frantic. Yeah, but we watched something else too, I felt like. But like I'll boy, Roman Polanski, some of his movies are fucking great. Like I'll watch Chinatown tomorrow.
Yeah,
Like I'll watch it right now.
like,
It's that good.
awareness is great. Again,
Mhm.
draw the line for yourself. Everyone else, study it, be better than that person.
Yeah.
We've
Any
taken
more
some
what
fun
else's?
digressions.
We really
No,
have.
I've enjoyed the different paths we've taken on this one.
Do you have any more what else's?
Um, no, I don't think so.
Okay. Um, all right, what is this the ESD of for you?
This is the most romantic courtroom drama.
I've got the funniest courtroom drama.
That too.
Yeah. So, oh, one other not his defining role, Austin Pendleton.
I don't
The
know it.
attorney, the stutters.
Oh, I saw that he had done other things.
He
Uh,
he's he is the right-hand man for one Doc Hopper.
really?
Yeah, he's the one that like get the door, Max. No, you get the door. Like, you know, when
Oh,
he's
I'm glad for him. I saw he
yeah.
had some regret about this role, so I'm like, I hope you're okay
Yeah,
now,
because he
buddy.
feels the yeah. I mean, I get it. I get feeling bad about this role because it's not a joke you would do anymore. You know,
No, it was very odd.
it was like, yeah, like you want to give him something that makes Stan go, "I want him," but like just being a
Have
nervous
him
public speaker,
faint.
something, have him shit his pants.
I was
Like,
honestly, I was like, I don't know, give him Crohn's disease.
there you go. Yeah, here's the toots. Yep,
My
that
mom
wouldn't
one
work out
time
too
said
well.
I should be a lawyer, and I thought, you think I have the stomach to argue?
That's right. You
I
farted
couldn't
for
eat
rebuttal.
anything.
No, that brings a whole different meaning to the word rebuttal. Nailed it. Because butt rebuttal fart jokes. No, you
You're gonna be a father.
I got at least one solid fart joke in me, and it's no, you
Hey, you're
uh
welcome.
I know. I feel good
Without
about that.
me, you wouldn't know that movie.
I wouldn't know anything about Splashdown and Fly Guy or Nursey.
I make people's lives better with terrible movies.
We make people's lives better with good movies, bad movies, happy movies, sad movies. Um, and all of those movies prove my theory that everything comes back to Aaron Spelling.
Even my cousin Vinny.
They were.
They were.
All right. Join us here next week, Cheesemeisters, when we watch season 5, episode 13, Up in Flames.
Oh my
Leslie has
god.
seen the lesbian house fire. Yeah. This is what happens, Leslie, when you accidentally invite lesbians to your party.
they, they wanted it to be a hot party, but not that hot.
It's pretty hot. Um, yeah. So I have a thought about next week's movie. You mentioned something else that I don't remember what it was. So you had a thought
I'm
as well. Go ahead.
yes. I thought Before Sunset could be good.
Tell me why. Like, what's the connection to this episode? Because the Emily
Um,
stuff.
yeah, because Emily is on layover, is on like an extended
Oh,
layover, and yeah,
that makes
like
perfect
he's
sense.
in town promoting his book, but he only has like an hour or two to hang out before his flight.
That makes perfect sense. Okay. I was going more in a fire direction. Um, like because there's a fire. I could have gone in a lesbian direction if you wanted me to, or like a movie
We
about Mexican
could
food.
watch, but I'm a cheerleader.
I don't know. I don't know that one. I mean, I've heard of it.
It's
I've never seen it.
yeah,
The movie I was thinking of was Roxanne because he's a fireman. Um,
I didn't
but
know that.
yeah, that movie's pretty good. So anyway, we'll figure something out. I love those before movies. They're all fucking great.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I don't know, maybe that. But so whatever we watch next Friday, Cheese Meisters, it'll be pretty great. Um, and until then,
Cheers.
cheers. Peace out.